Hey guys, California Cop Watcher here. Here's a good one. I'll leave the link in the description below. Enjoy, please like and subscribe.
Shout out California Cop Watch. There you go.
Good old Casey back at it.
Yeah, so Lisa in finance had gotten a call from the main line from him. She said that he was not making any sense. He was belligerent and asked for the city manager or the mayor. So she transferred him to me. Immediately flew off the bat, started screaming at me, swearing, says that somebody here at City Hall, one of our employees, is trying to hack his computer.
Oh my gosh.
Wants to know what we're going to do about it. He continued to swear at me, told me to do my fucking job, so I told him I was hanging up on him, and now he won't stop calling. Some of our staff that has had history with him is now concerned that he's going to show up here.
Okay.
So wasn't sure what the best approach was for this. It sounds like he's probably off his medication.
Well, probably. Have we warned him for harassment with you guys?
Yeah, so this same thing happened, oh God, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Same exact thing, calling with bizarre accusations, wanting to talk to city manager, mayor. I want to say it was when Tom was acting city manager, so sometime late this summer, early fall. But yeah, same thing. I think we sent a squad car out and warned him. But I feel like it went on for several days before it finally stopped. And actually, you know what? The last time it happened, we were still closed to the public because he did threaten to come down here, but our doors were locked, so we were fine.
And we can, I'm sure, pull that up. Would you be all right with me sending somebody over there and getting a statement from you? Because I'll be honest, I think it's time we charge him.
Okay.
So we'll create a harassment call.
Okay.
I'll send somebody over, and I'll just send them to you directly if you're okay with that.
Myself and Keeler will be working at the Cedar Rapids School District building for the school board meeting until its conclusion.
So I guess we need to get his side of the story. If he's technically...
And Unit 8.
Would I need to Mirandize him before I ask him any questions?
He's not under arrest at this point, right?
No.
Okay.
But are we...
160-10-23.
I'll ask you there.
I'm calling in from First Avenue.
No, he's not under arrest. He can shut the door on us.
Okay.
Let's go down and get a warrant for his arrest then.
Okay.
So.
But regardless of his statement, we still plan on arresting.
We're gonna get a statement.
Okay.
We're on camera, okay? We're live now. So any statement you make, if you're gonna make that statement, then you do have to Mirandize.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna
That's what I was wondering.
we're gonna go and get his side of the story, and we're gonna go from there.
Did you see the black man coming by you
No, I
guys?
didn't.
No?
I
Went right by you guys? Or something?
Yeah, I was talking to Winter, and I was talking to you, and
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if you could see in there. Because when I went around the corner, I didn't have eyes on for a second. So.
Yeah. Well, we're going out. He's there. He's not.
Yep.
I've never been in here before, so for sure.
It's 100, right?
Hey, Casey. Hey, Casey, can you come to the door and just talk to me for a second? It's really important that you come talk to us right now, okay? I'm Officer McCoy. I'm with the Marion Police Department. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Casey. What you saying? Oh, okay. Can you come to the door and talk to us?
Yeah, 1 second. Just because, yeah, have it.
Make sure you get that foot in the door.
Yep.
Trying to call my bank.
All right. Hey, Casey, would you step out and talk to us here for a second? No? Okay.
And I need him to go.
He's not gonna go anywhere, so.
No.
Hey!
Come on.
Hey!
Step out here.
Hey, dude!
Step out here.
Dude!
Step out here.
Fuck? Dude!
On the ground.
What
Hey, you're under arrest. Now get on the ground.
the is going on?
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
What is going on?
You're under arrest
For what?
for harassment.
harassment.
Harassment on what? What the
Calling the city hall earlier today.
Dude, I've called the FBI, I've called the U.S. Marshals, I've called everybody.
Well, that's brilliant.
No shit, what's wrong with City Hall?
You've been warned not to harass them.
Dude, that was a year ago and for false harassment.
Put your legs in, Casey. I'm gonna limp.
Despite initially acknowledging that Mr. Casey could not be arrested immediately, and even allowing him to close his door, the officers continued to arrest him in disregard of his rights. The footage clearly shows that the officers abused their authority. The Fourth Amendment protects individuals against unreasonable searches and seizures by the government and guarantees the right to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. The officers' forced entry into Mr. Casey's apartment was a clear violation of his Fourth Amendment rights. Moreover, the U.S. Supreme Court requires police officers entering a residence, with or without a warrant, to knock on the door and explain their identity and purpose before attempting to forcibly enter. In this case, the officers failed to clearly state their reasons for wanting to speak with Mr. Casey.
We're gonna apply charges of harassment and injuries of official.
You want shoes, Casey?
I'd like to not be harassed.
Okay. Hey, Casey?
Yes, shoes at least. Holy
We'll get you shoes.
Jesus Christ.
Look,
Holy,
look
what
at
is
me
with
for-
the
listen to me for-
aggressiveness?
Okay. Hey, listen to me for just a second. You gonna listen to me for a minute?
Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment. Nah, dude, they're arresting me for harassment, dude.
Wear your
This guy's
shoes.
already arrested me illegally, and I beat him in court a year ago for him lying in court, for
Where
him
are-
arresting me for standing in public. And now all of a sudden I gotta
Where
go
are
here
your
with you guys
shoes?
again?
Thanks.
Where are
Wow.
your shoes?
Dan, I'm gonna
What
search
the
you at this
fuck?
point. Do you have anything on you I need to be aware of?
Don't touch me. I don't give you consent.
No, I'm going to
You're getting
search you.
searched.
Fourth Amendment right.
Okay, well, it has nothing to do with the Fourth
I don't
Amendment.
give. Hey, is there badge?
You're getting searched.
Okay?
Dude,
All right, that's the way it is. You're under arrest.
Dude.
Your seizures
I don't
already
give you
been
consent
done.
to my.
You don't need to give consent.
I do actually.
No, you don't. So you need to read the law a little bit more. It's happening. You're under arrest.
Dude, you could push my door open and tackle me.
No, you open the door and you tried shutting it on us.
You dipshit. You stepped in
We're not
there.
talking, okay?
Yep. It's not worth engaging with them at this point.
All right, we're going. Let's go.
At this point, Mr. Casey was apparently arrested on a charge of harassment, which was said to be based on a complaint by the town hall receptionist. According to the relevant section of the Iowa Code, a peace officer may make an arrest without a warrant in certain circumstances. However, none of the criteria outlined in the law justify this arrest, which shows that the arrest was wrong and unconstitutional. It also appears from the footage that there was an earlier complaint about harassment made last year that was allegedly false. It appears that the officers already knew Mr. Casey. It is conceivable that this arrest could be perceived as retaliation, or that it was motivated by a grudge from the past.
Hey, they're arresting me for harassment.
Yep.
Apparently.
Thank you.
What is Fall City Hall? These are insane. You guys are the definition of insanity. What the is going on? All these. Ow! Dude, stop! Holy fuck!
This happens when we play games, right?
Dude! You idiot, how am I supposed to walk?
If you think.
Dude,
One leg in front of the other,
idiot!
that's how you're telling
Hey,
your kid,
stop.
right? Right? Dude, you learn. You turn this thing to me again, you have a bigger problem. You understand that?
I got
You understand me?
Yes, dude.
One leg in front of the other. Sit down.
Here, give me your left leg.
Try that. You good?
Yeah.
Let's go to the door. The only reason I held you from getting back into that mix is because you get two big guys and you'd have
Yeah.
disappeared in that, okay?
As observed, the officers escorting Mr. Casey displayed blatant retaliation, showing a personal vendetta. They hurried him along, even resorting to pushing him against the patrol vehicle because he wasn't walking fast enough. Considering Mr. Casey was in cuffs and being forced to jog, it's unsurprising he struggled to keep up. According to relevant law section, a peace officer is justified in using force necessary to effect an arrest or defend against bodily harm. However, Mr. Casey's actions did not warrant such aggression, making the officer's actions excessive under the law.
They had it under control. I know you wanted to get into that mix, but you'd just been more riding the wave than you would have done anything else. So that's the only reason I pulled you back, because you had a sergeant and him in there. So I was like, let him do it.
Yeah. Okay.
You had fun last night. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All right.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I guess what I'm wondering now is, do we still want to grab a statement from him? So
No, we're not talking to him.
Okay.
I'll explain everything later on.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right. His opportunity to give a statement went out the window when he tried to shut the door on us.
Okay. That makes sense.
We'll book him, we'll get him in there to the county, and then we'll finish the complaints, and then you'll ask one for interference. Well, we're asking third and interference with the flags.
5 counts of harassment, third injury.
How are you doing today? I'm good.
In the end, Mr. Casey faced 5 counts of harassment for simply calling City Hall, and 2 misdemeanor charges were added. Mr. Casey challenged the charges in court and was tried by a jury. Ultimately, he was acquitted by his peers. Before we move on to the next clip, do you trust police officers to open your door? And what do you think about this incident? Do not forget to write your opinions in the comments. On October 7th, 2023, Officer DeBoard of the Denham Springs Police Department was on patrol when he noticed a vehicle moving erratically in front of him and followed the vehicle with his lights on and signaled a traffic stop. Officer DeBoard requested backup before approaching the vehicle. Meanwhile, the driver of the vehicle, Mr. Toulouse, complied with the officer's order and waited.
What do y'all want? Hey, sir, you do me a favor, step to the front of my uniform?
Tell me what you pulled me over for? What do you want? What do you want?
Do me a favor, stand in front of my unit, please.
I can stand where I want. You can tell me what you pulled me over for.
Okay, so for my safety, I want you to stay in front of my unit.
And for auditor safety, I would like for you to tell me why you stopped me.
So I will,
Who are you?
I will in just a
Who are
second.
you?
Hey, man, stand in front of my unit.
I could stand where I want, dude.
Not
What
on
is
my
your
traffic
problem?
stop.
Not on my traffic stop. What do you want? What did you pull me over
Do me a
for?
favor, you can put the cell phone down.
No, I can hold my cell phone.
When it interferes with a...
It's not interfering. Recording.
It is.
Turner
It
versus
is.
driver says it is not interfering. Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi, as Turner versus driver, have every right to film y'all. What did you pull me over for?
So the reason why I stopped, I noticed you were veering back and forth.
Oh,
in between.
don't give me that shit. It's all on dash cam.
So do you want
Don't
me to
give me that
finish?
shit, it's
Do
all
you
on
want
dash
me to
cam.
tell you, or are you going to let me explain, or are you going to keep bumping your gun?
I'm going to keep bumping my guns because I have every right
Got
to
your
talk.
ID on you?
What do I need to get my ID for? What law did I break? What
Improper.
law did I break?
In the dialogue between the officer and the driver, it is clear how authoritarian the officer's stance was, ordering Mr. Toulouse to put down his phone amounts to a restriction on his ability to record, which is a direct violation of Mr. Toulouse's First Amendment rights. The First Amendment gives individuals the right to record. As Mr. Toulouse points out, it is very important to highlight the landmark Turner versus Driver case, in which the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals held that there is a constitutional right to record law enforcement officers. This decision affirms that such actions are protected under the First Amendment, providing citizens with the legal safeguard to document police activity.
Improper lane use.
Improper lanes. I was in my lane. I got dash cam to prove it. I never broke line either side.
You don't have to break line.
What do you mean I have to break line? I didn't do
Statute
anything.
says veering back and forth is improper
Veering
lane
back.
use.
I was not veering back and forth.
This ain't the courtroom. May I see your driver's license, please?
This is not the courtroom.
Nope.
The officer charged Mr. Toulouse with improper lane usage, which is contrary to Louisiana state law. The officer's comment suggesting that changing lanes is punishable is erroneous. According to Chapter 79, a vehicle must remain in one lane unless a safe lane change cannot be made. Therefore, the traffic stop was unlawful, and Mr. Toulouse was not required to show identification.
This
May
is
I
not
see
the
your driver's
court.
license, please?
So you're pulling me over saying that what? I'm
May I
drunk?
see your driver's license?
You're saying
please,
that
sir?
I'm drunk?
I'm not. Are you
Okay.
having a medical episode? Are you distracted? Are you tired? Have you been driving for a long time?
I don't answer questions. How about that?
Take a look at your driver's license, please.
Okay. Who are you, Dennis Strings? Who are you, Dennis Strings? What's your name and badge number?
I told you my name is Officer DeBoard, Dennis Springs Police Department.
Okay. And you're going to be one of the slow ones that just messed up. Now, what else do you want?
415-527.
This is harassment. Y'all are harassing me because of who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Well, I'm telling you, I am your worst nightmare at this point. What?
I'm going to tell you something.
I don't care what you got to say.
If you say that again, I'm going to take that as a
It's
threat.
called freedom of speech.
I
Learn,
will, I
see,
will
you
take
better
that.
learn the law.
I will
Learn the
take
law.
that
Learn
as
the
a
law.
threat and act
What?
accordingly.
How is it threat?
I'm telling you.
In the footage, Mr. Toulouse complied with the officer's unlawful demand for ID. However, Louisiana state law only allows officers to request ID if they reasonably suspect a crime. There was no such suspicion here, making the demand unconstitutional. Additionally, the officer's attempt to intimidate Mr.
2629
Look at this.
Louisiana,
What's your name,
128.
Oh, man,
227.
you're gonna let this fool fucking do this stupid shit to Sonjay? Really? You know I don't do nothing wrong. I don't break laws.
You know, I was just going to let you off with a warning, but I'm going to write you a ticket.
For what?
Improper lane usage.
I didn't change lanes.
Veering back and forth.
I did not break line.
You're going to get
Write me a ticket. Write me the ticket. Go ahead. Go write me the ticket. Go on.
Stand right there. Actually got any weapons on you? Turn around, face
I don't
my
answer
unit.
questions. And this is going to be an illegal search.
Turn around, face my unit.
Really?
Place your hands on top of your head and interlace your fingers.
I am recording you. Oh, okay. You see this, people? You see this, people? You see this, people?
Now, spread your feet. Now it's an officer safety thing. You need to learn the law. So right now, I'm going to be quiet. Shut your mouth.
Oh, you're messing up.
Oh, I'm going to show you. So I can conduct a lawful pat frisk for weapons
Yes,
for
it's called-
officer safety.
It's called Terry versus
And
Ohio.
I gave you 3 lawful commands and you sat there. You got 1 time. Yep, and you just messed up. A knife, interesting weapon.
I don't have to answer your questions.
I'm not asking you no questions.
You asked me about it.
You got the right to remain silent. Use it. Be quiet. Then use it. You threatening me again?
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it written.
Hey, got it written up. You don't even know.
You're gonna get written. You're gonna get a complaint form.
Good.
It's gonna go on your jacket.
Come on with it.
It's gonna go. I guarantee it's gonna.
Yep. Put the phone down, man. You don't have to.
I don't have to.
No, you don't. Statute doesn't state that.
What does the statute state?
Put the phone down.
We're gonna write me my ticket for, I guess, driving straight. Don't retaliate.
So this one's on?
Yeah. Yes, you're allowed to get out here. I know law better than you do.
Up to you if you want to write the ticket.
Have y'all dealt with him before?
I dealt a couple times to see me. But he don't really cause too many problems. Him and Payne get into it a lot. They really don't like Walker PD that much.
Well,
Retaliation people right here.
It's up to you if you want to write a ticket.
well, so I dealt with the cell phone thing when it interferes with investigation.
It's just in general, he's still allowed to record. Can't tell it all.
Well, but within a certain distance of a law enforcement
They
officer
haven't
conducting.
approved that yet. They're trying to get that approved. I don't think it's in
It must-
Louisiana. It's in a different couple states. I think Florida approved it first. But
Yeah,
I have
approved here when I dealt with it.
I have to double check on it. To be honest with you.
I'm gonna do that right now.
The deputy officer advises Officer DeBoard to be careful before issuing a ticket, revealing Officer DeBoard's ignorance of the law. He tries to find supporting information online, but is unsuccessful. He learns that a governor vetoed a bill that would have made it a crime to come within 25 feet of police officers while on duty in public, citing concerns about First Amendment rights.
Sergeant Payne put you in position. Sergeant Payne made you position. Don't forget it's all on gas cans. All on gas cans. You got to look stupid.
Be quiet.
Hey, don't.
If you step any closer to me,
What's your inspection?
stand right over there. If you step one more foot closer to my unit, I'm gonna take it as a threat and I'm gonna act accordingly.
How do you even move?
I want it back.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Well, I don't even know what's driving. Remember, I'll just say hey to y'all. Honest to God, no. They God strike me down right now. I don't know which I'm driving. I'm just a backup officer, bud.
I wasn't gonna write him a ticket. Being law for a person who's either principal or accessory crime detained. Let's see.
Also, he for sure that he was there. That's not the dumb question.
So, I noticed
because this is how that walker cop got in trouble. Because they do have dash cams.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
So I noticed he veered to the center lane of travel right before he crossed over the intersection. Mm-hmm. But after that, he didn't veer. See, I dealt with this in Point Capee, and when all that's going on, when it interferes with a law enforcement investigation, take the phone, turn it off.
I was giving heads up.
Yeah, I know.
A little fighting is going to go to court.
I know.
So.
I ain't been written up or tried to been sued before. It's been doing this 12 years, man. Not the first time that it's happened. Whenever buying more clear lane traffic, in addition to
all that tweak on is dial it back, don't feed it to it. That's what he wants. That's what the view's gonna get. That's what the camera wants.
I just don't want him to keep walking towards my unit, because for me that's an officer safety thing, and I can articulate that all day in court, and he won't beat that. Move such lane shall driver first ascertain such move made safely. Well, if I don't write him a ticket, then if I don't write him a ticket,
no, it's up to you. You got officer suppression all day, every day. But he just wants some more shit. It's either way it's gonna go. You just have to not let it get to you, ignore it.
my main concern is officer safety right now.
I feel you on that, but
well, I didn't have to tell him 3 times.
Officer DeBoard stated that his initial intention was not to ticket Mr. Toulouse, and explained that he did not suspect him of driving under the influence.